Hey, 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 everyone. Welcome back to Strange Mind 6. I'm your host, Ruby, and today we're going to be getting back into Superstitions, a handbook of folklore, myths, and legends from around the world by D.R. McElroy. But before we begin, I would like to ask if you could hit that thumbs up button and smash that subscribe button if you're not already, and sit back, grab a snack, or just relax, and let's get into it, shall we? Hindu mythical monsters. As there are legions of gods, so there are legions of monsters as well. Here are a few of the monsters of Hindu myth. Almas. Alma, Mongolia. Essentially a Mongolian Bigfoot, Almas is a humanoid covered with hair and unable to speak. It converses in grunts and is also found in Chechen, Turkish, and Russian myth. It inhabits the Caucasus and Altai mountains in this region. The Chinese version is the Yerin. The Indian is the Mande Barung. The Sumatran is the Orange Pendek. The Pakistani is the Barmanu, and the Nepali is the Mete. The Americas have Bigfoot. Apsonsi, Thai. Apsonsi is a half-woman, half-lion creature. Also, Apsarasingya and other spellings that live in the legendary Himavanta forests in the Himalayas, believed to be protectors from harm. They frequently stand guard at Buddhist temples. Kala, Hindu. A monster that is the personification of time. The Kala is an aspect of the destroyer god Shiva. It is also considered to be one of the primary forms of Vishnu in the Vishnu Purana. Kala is the messenger of Yama, god of death. Batara Kala is the god of destruction in Javanese mythology and is portrayed as a huge and powerful giant. Kalavinka, Buddhist. Kalavinka is an immortal creature with a human head on a bird's body and a long flowing tail. It sings while still in the egg with a beautiful voice, which is said to emulate the voice of Buddha. It is similar to the Korean Imminkonjo. Kinari, Hindu, with a top half that is human and the bottom half that is horse. Kinari is a celestial musician. In Southeast Asia, the Kinari or Kanara, male, and Kinari, female, are cherished, benevolent deities that are half human and half bird. They live in the Himalayas and fly over humanity in troubled times. keeping the people safe. The Canaries are renowned singers, dancers, and poets. They symbolize the feminine attributes of beauty, grace, and skill in the arts. Kirtimukya Hindu. Kirtimukya is a fearsome monster with enormous fangs and a huge gaping mouth. It is a motif found on buildings and ornamental art. Rather than a mythical monster, its name means glory face, and it represents greed. It is an archetype referred to as a swallowing god. A similar motif is Shimhamuka, a lion face. Makara, Hindu. The vehicle, Vahana, and the goddess, Ganga, and the sea god, Varuna. The Makara is the front half of a land animal, usually a deer or elephant, with the back half of a fish or seal, sometimes a snake or even a flower. It is the Hindu astrological equivalent of the sign of Capricorn in the Western zodiac. Makara, singular and plural, guard temple entrances and are used as motifs by a number of other Hindu gods, including Shiva and Surya. Makara's personality is that of a crocodile. The Mongolian deathworm. This is a giant worm about 5 feet, 1.5 meters long, that looks like a big red strand of cow gut. It spits acid at those who approach it, and if you foolishly touch it, you will die instantly. Well, sheesh. Goodness gracious. I'm probably gonna get some of these names wrong, so I do apologize in advance. The next one is Penangalan. Penangalan is a horrifying monster with a taste for newborn babies, human babies. This creature appears as a normal woman during the daytime, but come nightfall, its head pops off and flies about searching for victims, especially pregnant women. It drags its human entrails behind it as it flies, and then must clean them with vinegar and reinsert them into its body by sunrise. The smell of vinegar surrounds it. Fayanaga, Laos. Fayanaga is a benign water dragon that lives in the Mekong River and guards the cities along it. Fayanaga can shoot fireballs from its mouth and is also known in Cambodia, Vietnam, Burma, and Thailand. Shisha, Hindu. The king of all serpents and servant of Vishnu. Shisha is one of the original primal beings of the universe. The Puranas describe him as holding the objects of the universe on his 1,000 hoods and singing the praises of Vishnu from his 1,000 mouths. Shisha floats coiled in the void of space, or sometimes on the primordial ocean. As Shisha spreads his coils, time moves forward. when he begins to coil up again, time and the universe will be exterminated. Shisha means that which remains. Vitala, India. Essentially vampires, these are dead people who walk the earth because the proper funeral rites were not performed over them. They could also be evil spirits that inhabit and animate corpses, recognizable by its backwards hands and feet. A vital, singular, can see forward and backward in time and use that knowledge to confuse its victims. Vitala can be enslaved to act as guards or assistants for sorcerers, and they have been known to kill children and domestic animals. Hindu superstitions. Given the enormous variety of deities and the numerous tribes that make up the people of India, it isn't surprising that a great number of superstitions have risen there. Hanging a lemon strung with exactly 7 hot chilies, called a nimbu totka, is believed to deter evil spirits, as well as Alakshmi, god of misfortune. There seems to be some basis for the effectiveness of this tradition. Citrus and chilies both contain high amounts of vitamin C, and allegedly the vitamin is absorbed by the cotton string that runs through the fruits when they are strung and is then released back into the air. Vitamin C is proven to have benefits in promoting lung and immune system health. Also, the odor of citrus can repel insects and other pests. That is how citronella candles work. Take a bath after attending a funeral. This one makes good sense. Decomposing bodies release a number of toxins and bacteria into the air, which may contaminate mourners. Throw coins into fountains and holy bodies of water. Historically, many coins contained significant amounts of copper, a metallic element with high chemical reactivity. The copper acted as a chemical treatment in water supplies, making them safer for people to consume by killing bacteria and providing a necessary a necessary element for health. Throwing coins into wells and fountains is a tradition that has become associated with luck the world over. Avoid cutting, trimming your hair and fingernails on Saturday. Why? It is believed that doing so will anger the planet Saturn, Shani, and bring bad luck. Apparently, planets have a will of their own that we knew nothing about. Black cats are also bad luck because black is the color of Shani. You guys know how I feel about that one. The next one. Avoid the number 8. Again, Shani rules the number 8, and everything associated with Shani appears to be unlucky. Keep onions and knives under your bed to prevent bad dreams. This is commonly done under baby cribs so that the baby sleeps peacefully. If the nightmare monster is not driven away by the smell, Perhaps you are supposed to stab it to death? Curiously, putting an onion under your pillow is supposed to bring dreams of your future love partner. Shaking your legs will drive away your wealth. Maybe because hmm, maybe because you'll jingle your change out through the hole in your pocket. Don't sweep the floor in the evening, or you will sweep Lakshmi right out the door. It is said that this goddess likes to visit homes in the evening, particularly between the hours of 6 and 7 p.m., and that sweeping will prevent her from entering the home. Crow dung is lucky, so crow poop. A number of animals are sacred to Hinduism, and spotting crow poop is said to be that money is coming to you. The word for this bonus in Hindi is lahba. Lab is one of the sons of Ganesh and the Hindu god of good fortune. Add 1 rupee for luck. When gifting money, be sure the amount ends in 1. Odd numbers are said to be better than even numbers. The number 1 in particularly is lucky. Flat feet are unlucky. Indian mothers-in-laws may check to see if the bride-to-be has flat feet, because it is believed that a woman with flat feet will become a widow. Well, that's sheesh. Kohl protects against the evil eye. The Indian concept of the evil eye is referred to as buri nazar, and means that for every good thing that happens, something bad is likely to follow. Putting a tika, a spot of kohl, on a baby's forehead and or cheek is said to prevent buri nazar. To prevent cardiovascular disease, make sure the head of your bed does not face north. This has to do with the Earth's electromagnetic fields. Crush the head of a snake after killing it, lest the severed head bites you. Believe it or not, this is a fact. According to National Geographic, snakes have reflexive muscles that can remain active upon an hour after the head is severed and the snake is officially dead. The head can bite and inject venom in that time period. Plastering the floor with cow dung is lucky. Cows are sacred in India, and everything connected to cows is considered auspicious. It is said that the dung also repels insects and reptiles, helpful since there are a lot of those in India. This practice began before the advent of modern chemical cleaners and still continues in parts of the country today. Note, a word about sati, also suti. This notorious practice that involves burning alive the widow or mistress of a deceased man on the same funeral pyre as the deceased was officially outlawed on January 3rd, 1988, due to an incident that occurred the previous year. Although the practice is banned by law, it does still occur. And that, my dear friends, is where we will leave off. The next chapter is the Americas. And let's see what this holds. What myths, superstitions, and folklores or legends does America have? Tune in next time, my dear friends. And as always, may this video reach you in the best way, and the kindest, warmest regards to you all. This has been Ruby, signing off.